What's going on, everyone? Talon back here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new Goku Jr., the event. I'm going to be showing off the card in a little bit of an event because he actually is a pretty good card. He's not top tier by any means, but he's not a bad card by any means, and I highly recommend that you go and you farm this guy. You've got a couple weeks to do it. Do not miss this opportunity, and I'm going to explain why in the details of the event, how you can max him out completely so fast, and then we're going to be getting into some gameplay, and then there's also some things I want to talk about that potentially by what they gave us with this event, maybe there could be some changes to the ability system that I think could improve it and push it forward into the future. So anyway, let's get straight into everything. So first off, if you don't know what he is already, this is Goku Jr. here. He is completely maxed out, aside from I need to get him to 120, but I'm just that lazy. I have him completely maxed out in the ability system to his that he can potentially get. He's the first intel card that can go up to a critical attack 20 or additional attack 20 if you want to do that, so that is up to your choice. I want to give him a little bit of a dodge, and I'll explain that in a little bit why I did that. But first off, let's go into the event. Let's take a look at it and how you actually don't need to farm him the usual way that we are used to farming cards in the past. So first off, let's go into the event here. Okay, little story, background story. If you don't know Goku Jr., it's essentially the little like prologue or epilogue or whatever after GT, essentially. I think it was a movie or something like that. I honestly don't remember. But anyway, so these are the 5 stages. You fight the first one to get Goku Jr. Stage 2 gets you medals. Stage 3 gets you medals. Stage 4, you need 5 of these medals to Dokkan Awaken him, okay? And then Stage 5 is the only Z hard, and this is where you get the orbs, the ability orbs. Now, so you don't have to be using Intel orbs or any of the other orbs that you can only farm a certain amount of times per day. You can go into this stage as many times as you want, farm these orbs, and you can get as many as you want, basically. So with that is how you're going to go about doing this. Now, how do you get up to SA10, you may ask? How do you unlock all 4 paths really fast without having to go with that? If you go in on stage 1 to try and farm them the old-fashioned way, the rates are pretty low. I think it's like a 15% chance of pulling that card or something like that. It might even be lower. So what do? Well, first off, you go back to the missions here, and yes, I've completed them already. But you go into the special missions here, and obviously you don't see them right now. But for you guys, or for anyone that has not done it yet, essentially, you're gonna see a bunch of kanji with the little character SSR of Goku Jr. And you're gonna see 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Then you're gonna see one that goes like Ichitsu, Mitsu, Sansu, okay, 1, and then it has like the Su hiragana next to it, if I remember correctly. 2, 3, and 4, okay? All of that has to do with the ability system. And what I mean by that is if you go into the ability system here and you go to your Goku, first off, you'll see this, and it definitely looks a little different. And everything, of course, will not be highlighted or anything like that because you haven't used any orbs yet. So what you have to do is that if you notice up here where it says 100%, that obviously when you first start, I was going to say 0%. You're going to probably see where I'm going with this one. The 10% from that first mission is getting 10% in this, in the ability system for Goku Jr. Once that hits 10%, you're going to get the mission. You can go into it. You will collect your extra Goku, okay? Do it for 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and then 100% actually gets you an old Kai. So go for that old Kai if you want it, okay? I personally did because I love my old Kais, okay? So after that, though, after you get your first one, what I highly recommend doing, actually for your first 4, is take those first 4 mission ones and throw them into the nodes. All of these nodes here, 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay? All these nodes that you would normally open up if you pull the dupe of any other character in this game, just like with him, okay? You want to open those up. When you open those up, those complete those other 4 Trunks missions right there of opening up. The kanji, when you translate it, essentially says, open up the first node, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and you get a Goku Jr. So literally so let's say you go 10% in the ability system, you get the your first prize Goku Jr. from the rewards, take it, throw it into the first node, you automatically get another one, take it again, throw it into the second one, get another one, third, another one, fourth, another one, and then you start throwing the rest of them into his super attack, and you will get up to SA10. By the time you hit that 90%, then you just so literally the only thing you are farming are the orbs. That's the only thing you have to farm in this. That is how you do it. Do not do this the old-fashioned way. Just go about it to get as many orbs as you can, and then everything else just simply comes from the missions. That's all you have to do. It's really that simple. So this is the big mission right here, mission 16, or stamina 16. Z hard, I'll just go with this Gogeta right here because I can. I'm not going to be showing off this Goku in this event. This is a pretty easy one. This is what the stage looks like, okay? If you go left here, you get the small orbs. If you go center, you go medium orbs. And if you go to the right, you get the large orbs. And if you're lucky, unfortunately I'm not, right here on this third spot, right before the end of the level, if you are lucky enough, you will get a stop and a Nimbus Cloud. It is automatic, so you can't miss it. If you get that, you will be brought up to here, to this special line of extra orbs, and you get a lot from these. You get a lot, okay? The small one gives you like 130, the medium give you 70, and you get 7 of the large ones here at the end. So it goes 3 right here of small orbs, skip a space, medium orbs, and then just skip another space, and large orbs, and then you finish the stage, okay? So anytime you get that Nimbus Cloud, you're in luck, you're getting a lot of orbs, essentially, okay? So basically what you'll do is you can go throughout any of the lines here, so I'll just quickly go through it real quick, because I really don't care about which ones I get, because I've done this already, so I'll just go up the center. You need 14 of these. Usually you get one of the big ones, sometimes 2 if you're lucky enough. On the side ones, you'll be getting about 30, I think, potentially, maybe 24, or 24, 30-ish, or something like that. But anyway, so just go through here, grab as many orbs as you can, and then I will not probably get a 1. Yep, we'll just go through here. You're going to come up to fight this boss real quick. Boss is super easy. Take him down like any other old boss. In fact, if we get Goku on the first round, which I don't think we are. Nope, we aren't. Okay, we're getting Gogeta. So we're going to finish him off real quick. You guys have seen this battle already tons of times. And there we go. This should finish him off, no problem. No double attack. Piccolo, you want to take him out? Oh, Piccolo getting the critical. There we go. Seriously? All right. Fine, Gogeta. Come on, finish him up. And there we go. Okay, so you take him down. Again, if you had the Nimbus Cloud, you go up, you collect your extra orbs. He will drop random orbs. He'll either drop medium, small, or large ones. And then, boom, you're done with the level. Just like that. You get tons of orbs. You come back in, you do it again, and this is how you farm the orbs. Then you take the orbs, go into the ability system, buff up your Goku Jr., and boom, you have it 100%, and everyone's fine and dandy. You've got a really good free-to-play card. In fact, I would use this card for your Goku, LR Goku lead if you want to, because the LR Goku event has been changed to where you can use all in-game cards, essentially, okay? And if you took a look at the Goku card himself, he gives all Intel type, key plus 2 HP attack and defense up 30%. So he's pretty much like the Super Saiyan 3 Halo Goku, although he gives 3 key, this guy only gives 2. But nonetheless, that's what, you know, items are for, if you need to really bring those key manipulative items there, you know, poo on the stick and all that stuff, okay? So now, what are the upsides, and what are the upsides and what are the downsides to this card? Well, let's take a look at him, okay? I've read the leader skill. Obviously, if you have someone like Gogeta, you're not going to be running this guy as a leader. You're going to be running Gogeta as your leader. You're going to throw him onto your Intel team. He doesn't have the greatest of links. He's got GT. He's got Super Saiyan. He's got some basic Saiyan links that can give you 1 key potentially depending on who you link with. And then he's got the Rebirth link, okay? So I guess if you're running maybe Whis as well, he could. Honestly, I would throw Whis in over this guy on an optimal team, but he's not a bad character to throw around. Now, the reason I say that is because when you look at his passive skill, this is what it does once it scrolls back here. Okay, when he supers attacks, your attack goes up 40%, and you have a super high chance right there, super or Cho, okay, of your attack going up 40% again, and then it says she means and when you're translating this, and, wait for it to go, 40% up boost she, defensive 40% down, okay, 40% down right there, okay, so super high chance is higher than someone like, you know, Tech Whis' ability to stun for the turn or something like that, okay, so that is what you're going to be looking at. So let's just go into an event and let's try this guy out. The only events you can really go into today, unfortunately, are the Intel ones. You know, actually, why don't we go with the Janemba event? So let's go with the Janemba events, because I do need some more of those Janemba medals, because eventually I would like to get my Janemba Intel up to SA10. It will be a while on that. So sure, why not? We'll take this Gogeta right here. Items are plentiful, and let's get into it real quick, okay? This should go pretty fast. I might skip a couple parts of it just in there. This is more just to be showing off the Goku Jr., but I'm also going to be talking about my thoughts, though, that I mentioned at the very beginning of the video about maybe there are some ways that we can change the potential system, the ability system, dupe system, whatever you want to call it. And the reason is because I think when we all originally heard that this system was coming out, when we saw it, we're like, oh, this is really cool. I can go to a stage, I can farm as many strength orbs or intel orbs that I want to, and then I can buff up my guys like no tomorrow. Or, you know, essentially what they would do. And that wasn't really the case. We got knocked with this kind of, you know, it was originally meant to make your weaker cards stronger and maybe make your strong cards a little bit stronger. That was what we all originally thought it was going to be. No, it was more the stronger get stronger and the weak stay weaker. Now, there are some exceptions. There are some UR cards that do get stronger, but that's the problem right there. First off is that it only affects UR cards. It does not affect, let's go with this. It does not affect the SSR cards, anything that only goes to SSR or anything like that, which really does kind of stink. It really does. So, we're just going to take down Janemba here. Unfortunately, as you see, Goku Jr. is not coming around for another 2 turns. So, thankfully, with Janemba's event, he'll be dodging quite a bit, so we don't really have to worry about that. But anyway, but what I liked about the Goku Jr. event was that it was, a lot of people refer to it as kind of like the limit breaks, or kind of the ability system from Blazing, Naruto Blazing, I believe, or something like that. They do a lot of this kind of stuff, I guess. And personally, I don't play the game, so you'll have to correct me down in the comments if I am wrong. But nonetheless, that is essentially what it is. And so that is essentially what it is right there. Now, I have a feeling that, again, a lot of us wanted this to work out where we could take really those older cards that are really not that good anymore and really actually buff them up and then be able to use them in these feature events that we are currently having right now. And that is the case for the URs, but not the SSRs. So what I really liked about this particular little event thing, essentially, was that, it was the fact that you could farm these orbs to buff this SSR, which alone without the buffs is really not that good. He's not that good without these buffs. However, if you can farm the orbs and everything, and the buffs are not as big as they are with your typical God, unit thing. For example, you take Gogeta here, and the max buffs that he gets stats-wise is an extra 5,400, 5,000, give or take, for most of his stats. Now, it is plus 4,000 here for Goku Jr., but Goku Jr. is not even at the base form of Int Gogeta, which makes sense. Obviously, he is not a Dokkan Fest exclusive card, and those are supposed to be the top OP cards, basically. So I get that, I truly do. But the way I think, so here, let's actually use him to our advantage right now. Unfortunately, no key links. We'll give 2 to Vegeta there. And I should be fine even if he does super. So let's take a look at what he does right now if a critical does happen. Okay, doesn't dodge it. Doesn't dodge it. Gotta love it. Gotta love the animation on it. It's pretty cool. Look at that. That is some nice damage right there. That is actually some pretty good damage right there. Granted, again, he is being buffed by the Gogeta, but nonetheless, he is still he's a pretty good hitter. That was not bad at all. So let's have Piccolo here. Take a couple of hits. Gogeta, we can do that. And Trunks, you can get all of those nice Into orbs. So anyway, so again, not as big a buff as the Dokkan Fest exclusive type cards, but nonetheless, still, it is still pretty good. So my overall thoughts are, okay, what can we take from this event, and how can we apply it to the current event and kind of mix and match them a bit, make it a little bit better in my opinion? Well, first off, I would say is that they need to remove the limit on the daily orbs, or at least give us more of an choices in order to do it more. Maybe 5 to 7 times, give or take, okay? Now, hear me out on this before anyone goes down into the comments below and everything, okay? Second, as I continue to do this real quick, oh, actually, I took a decent hit right there, so we'll heal up real quick. We do not want this guy blocking. Unfortunately, we do not want this guy blocking, but he's not going to be supering. So I will be doing that because he only lowers his defense. Because if you look at his stats right now, his defense is not that good. He only lowers his defense, only goes down after he is supering. So we should be okay here. That's 3, and then that is 2. Or that's plenty for Vegeta right now. So let's see again if he can get a hit on it. So 6,000, that's not bad actually. Good. Oh wow, jeez, this guy's game is attacking like no tomorrow. Let's see how much damage he does to Intel. If he gets a crit. Yeah, he gets a crit. Look at that. This guy's finishing him off pretty well. He's doing some really good damage. He really is, okay? So, anyway, so first off, I said, raise the cap or remove it completely on the amount of times we can farm those orbs, okay? Look, if we are able to farm the orbs like we can with this current event, if you want more, you use stones to recover your act, or you wait until it recovers. That's how it would work with anything, okay? Second, you take the amount of stat boost you can get from on these guys, on any character, especially the god leads and everything, lower it. Don't make it as big as a buff. I think that's what we originally all wanted. We wanted something that, yes, would buff them, but not a huge buff to the point of, oh, forget about these little guys, and we're just gonna, again, continue on these big guys, you know. Let's see right here real quick if we get Piccolo up there. Oh, he's gonna get a second super right on. I can handle that. And you know what? I'll activate a little defensive boost real quick, and Goku, you attack, okay? So, if you lowered the stats on that, okay, then obviously you're not going to have everyone getting these totally overpowered characters right out the get-go. If you want to farm the orbs, and for those who have the stones worth, then great. If you don't, it wouldn't make as big of a difference, okay? And it would also allow you to actually, and there are a lot of people, I try to balance my characters, but there are a lot of people who will focus only on one character and just boost them to their max, essentially. And that is your choice in the end. But it would be nice to be able to farm these more so that you can distribute them more to other characters. I can guarantee you right now, if it were not for the fact of this app hitting top in the store and them giving us so many orbs, a lot of us would not have, you know, been able to put a lot of these orbs into the system. And maybe this sounds like I'm nagging and complaining about the system, which I guess maybe to an extent I am. But I don't know, I feel like I'm trying to hit a nice middle ground here, essentially. And actually, I really don't want you doing that. I want to show this guy off, but actually, he's not going to... Actually, we'll get the key if you do that. Good thing I put the defensive item on. Actually, you know what? Well, we're going to heal up. I was going to ghost, but I have the defensive item in place, so hopefully it's not too bad. If I die, oh well, it doesn't really matter. Again, this is just simply to show him off. Let's see if he can hit Geneva here. 10,000, ouch. Okay, fully dodge. Nope, okay. Seriously, Geneva does not want to dodge this kid. Alright, how much are we going to do? Can we get a crit? Level 17. Alright, no crit for 330. Uh-oh. I could die here. We'll get back to the conversation in a second here. Alright, 90k, that's not bad. That's not bad, but look at that damage difference. He lowered my defense. I lowered my own defense because of my passive ability. Ouch. Yeah, okay. Okay. We'll survive this round. We will survive this round, so yeah. But anyway, so I guess in the end, let me know down in the comments below, though, guys. What do you think? Do you think that they need to revamp the ability system to maybe not make it as such of a dramatic change to where, you know, because, again, like I said, I think this was meant to help the lower characters, but in the process, it was just really like, oh, wait a minute, I can make these lower characters good, or I can make this guy great. Let's go with this one right here. And that is what the case is. Actually, I'm going to put you over there. We'll heal up again. And you can take all of those. That. And Piccolo can maybe get a super. Yeah, he'll at least get one super, so should be fine here. Should be fine, but yeah. So anyway, so let me know your thoughts. So, do you think that they should adapt some of maybe, you know, you can call it along the styles of what Naruto Blazing does, although I hear this is better. I hear some of the Naruto Blazing stuff is really not that good. It's really extra repetitive, and it's like really low rates at dropping. Or, hey, we finished them off. Or should we, you know, should they take what's good about this Goku Jr. event and then put it into the actual ability system itself, change a few things maybe if you want to, and hey, I'll max them out, there they go. But yeah, I really don't know the answer, but I feel like this could be a potential step in the right direction. I'm just not exactly sure. So, anyway, that is going to be... I'm sorry if it felt like a little bit of a ramble there at the end, but that is going to be my thoughts on it right there. Again, Goku Jr., not a bad option at all if you don't have the best Intel cards. He will get replaced, though, the moment that Intel gets their Key plus 3 attack and defense up 40%. The moment that happens, he's finished. Your perfect team is basically going to be Gogeta, LR Gohan, Trunks, Vegeta, whoever that Intel character is, and then either Whis or LR Piccolo. That's going to be your perfect team right there. That is literally your perfect team. So maybe if they come out with another Intel card that gets a different buff, by all means. But unfortunately, that Into Goku did not get the amount of buff to make him a critical spot on the team and never be taken away, unfortunately. He's not a bad card by any means, that I've stated in past videos before, but nonetheless, it is not the greatest thing. I mean, here, I'll even show you right now if I go into team and I select my Kid Junior Goku here, and I'll go to cost, and I'll find my Godku real quick. Where did you go? You should be around here. I feel like I passed you. Where'd you go? Come on. Here he is. Yeah, stats are, you can tell, they're both maxed. Again, granted, Goku Jr. has the ability system buffs in there already, but nonetheless, I don't know. I was testing Goku out quite a bit, and he wasn't performing that well. He just really wasn't. It was pretty underwhelming, unfortunately. So I really wish that was not the case, but unfortunately, it just felt very underwhelming from my perspective, at least. So yeah. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below, though. What do you think about the Goku Jr. event? Should they change the way the orbs are for the main system itself? Or do you like it the way it is? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you think we need a total overhaul of the system? Do you think it's fine where it is? Again, let me know. Leave a like if you liked the video, and subscribe if you do happen to be new. It always does help the channel. And until next time, everyone, I will see you in the next one.